Hey guys, Mustache here again with another video everybody's been waiting for. The custom Astromech droid from Droid Depot. So looking at the box here, this is the front. You have two different sides. One are kind of made for the BB unit. The other one is made for the R2 unit. So looking at the front, this is the BB unit side. So you have a nice little window box where you can see your BB unit in there. It's kind of dark, but if I shine a light on it, you can kind of see inside. You see the little BB. And then going towards the front, we have the Aegis 3 Plus on the bottom. It's kind of out of frame there. We have a little warning here for choking hazards, stuff like that. Some various logos. And then going to the next side, we have some designs here. We have a little kind of sticker that tells you about it. It says this droid uses Bluetooth technology to communicate with other Astromech droid units and certain other elements and objects in Batuu at the Disney Parks and Resort. It says to learn more, you can visit this website. I'll go ahead and put up an image right now so you can see that website if you wanted to look before you buy. Going to the other side, like I said, this is the side that's more for the R2 because the R2 sits a little taller than the BB, so you can see him out through there. Then going to this side, it says Industrial Automation Astromech Droids. And then going to the bottom, you get a little thing in Arabic here. So I'll go ahead and send another picture of that so you guys can translate that. Put it in the comments, tell me what it says. So next up, let's try to get this droid out of the box. So here he is, the BB unit out of the box. He's about double the size of the Sphero BB, the app-enabled droid. One thing I wish this one was app-enabled, but I understand why. It'd kill a phone battery, as well as for it to be Bluetooth through the park, or through the area, you know, that might also be some kind of like signals and stuff like that. So, looking at this guy, he is not on right now because he's in sleep mode, and so we'll go ahead and take a look at all of his kind of parts. So first off, one of the things that you have to, or two things that you have to get here are going to be the dome and the bottom unit. And so there are two screws here. This part actually has to be screwed on, and then the dome piece is actually a separate piece that houses the antenna while you're picking up your parts. Everything on this besides the remote is kind of like a pick apart thing. I was recording as we went and made the droid, so I'll go ahead and put this in the video so you can see kind of how that works if you haven't been there. One cool thing too is there's a lot of painting possibilities with this. One thing that you can really do, especially with the BB version, is besides the head, the whole ball part or body rubs on the ground. So if you wanted to do a pristine paint job with this and then roll it on the ground outside for 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to get realistic paint damage or anything like that. We went with the blue and silver for the body, and the red or black and silver for the head. That's what Miss Mustache wanted. This is her BB unit, and so I'm sure the camera can pick that up there too. How many ridges and things like that are on the ball section, so you could really like I said, and some parts too are like they're empty. So like these are like actual holes. So now that we've got this cracked open, we can go ahead and take a look on the inside. And I don't know if you can see through there. See those? Like I said, there's a lot of holes that are drilled inside there, which allows for a lot of, additions. So next up, we have the Motivator on the inside. So as you can see, we have our two pieces, which are the ball unit or the body, which house this unit. This is what enables the droid to work just like the Sphero, pretty much. So it's kind of hard to see. I know there's a lot of black. Maybe it's a little better to see after I, edit it. But as you can see here, we have the personality chip. And much like the ball, this has a lot of detail as well. So, if you wanted to go ahead and weather this, or you wanted to put this on your desk as like a defunct droid and wanted to cut into some of these panels, there'd be a lot of opportunities to show some of the inner workings. Two other pieces that we have to put on during the kind of droid build are these two here. These two are just like some piping. They have different colors of these. They had a silver, a red, the black, and then I think a pink, but I may be mistaken on that one. So those just go inside there. And then we have our on and off switch here. So once we turn that on, and then once we have the remote on, that enables us to, you know, do things. So going to the bottom, we have our battery pack here. And then those, and I'll go over how many batteries and stuff like that later. But as you can see, everything is off of these two motors. Every other wheel, like the ones here, the ones on the side. So you have two here, two on the side, and that's it. All of those just help move it along. So they're not motorized at all or anything like that. And then we'll go ahead and this is what actually enables that BB unit to slip on there. And you have 3 points of connection here. And so once you slap it on there, those are what's going to get you your electronics going to the dome here of the BB, as well as this will keep it tight against the ball so that when you're walking with it, it doesn't fall off. So let's go ahead and take this back out, put the BB back together, and we'll actually do that on camera. So one thing, let me zoom out again. So one thing that we want to, so one thing going into this is we have this red arrow here, and that's what we want to make sure we are lining up with the other part. So we'll go ahead and put that in there, like so. And then we will put this other one on there, like so. And we got to move the red arrows a little farther, and then we join them together. Boom. And there you go. So that means our inner part is connected correctly. And then, like I said, there are going to be 2 points of connection there. So we got them on the first try. But if you don't, and you get one, it's going to be a little wobbly. And even in the instructions, it says make sure you know it's a secure connection. So there you go. You can even hear it on the inside that we got a really nice connection. And now that we do, we can now enable these two things on the head. Oh, that's the wrong button. So we can now enable those pieces, or a few things on the head, like those lights. One thing that I think is great is I love that these lights are in there. And if you take it off, they don't activate unless you have that connected. And the movement is really nice on this. It's a little hard if you're, you know, doing the quick back and forth kind of thing. But then you also have some round movements here. And as you move around, those lights still work. Oh, kind of a little spin there. And then you have this piece here, which is the same thing. This piece would actually be for, or this button would actually be for an R2 unit. So this would turn his dome on the top. But for BB-8, it does something similar. It just turns the top, just like this one does. It is, of course, noisier than the Sphero, but for the size, it's really good, as well as for the price. So this is $100, and it's $50 less compared to when the Sphero came out. I know now you can get some of the R2s and the regular Spheros for around $50 on Amazon. Another thing too is you do get the instruction sheets that tell you about, you know, some of the parts that you grab. So like I said, you have that dome, you have your ball piece, and this shows how to put it together. You have your motivator here, as well as where to put your personality chip and the on and off switch, and then a few things the remote does. It talks about the head placement, like I said, as well as the 5-minute sleep mode. So once you go past the 5 minutes, it will turn off. But if you are in Galaxy's Edge walking around the box, I don't think the sleep mode goes active. I think it will continuously go. One thing we did was we were at Ronto Roadsters, either having food or walking by, and it would always be moving in the box. I did want to get the backpack for it, but the backpacks were sold out at the time that we purchased this. So I'm hoping to go back to get my R2 unit, which I will be doing custom colors for, and get maybe 2 backpacks, one of each. This is at the bottom of that same sheet. We have all the instructions for the R2s, and like I said, that head rotation there, or the dome rotation, and then going into the batteries, the body takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double A's, and then the remote takes 2 triple A's. So that is the review of the BB-8 here. Much like the Saber, or Savi's, workshop Saber, the price build out is the same thing. It's under the body, the remote, and then the motivator. So that's pretty cool that it's priced out that way. You can really see what each part goes into. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see some more Galaxy's Edge videos that I'll be coming out with later, as well as check out the other Galaxy's Edge videos I already have out. So, Mustache again. Peace.